hurry. Don't break anything.
All right.
All right, this is episode 6.
It's
of the Gauge live.
Episode 6. All right. I can't believe we made it to episode 6 already.
I know.
Let me get all of the things set up here. Oh, I gotta turn this off. There we go.
I probably need to get better with the clicker.
The clicky clacky.
Yeah,
I tightened up the screws on it. So.
Did you? Oh, okay.
So it might be a little stiff.
It was a little bit stiff.
Ugh.
I also probably should fill out the details, but I'm not sure if what's written on there is in dry erase marker or not because I was trying to mess with it.
Did you put it in permanent?
Well, no, I put it in dry erase, but it doesn't seem to be erasing.
Oh, no. All right. Well, as we we'll wait for some people to join in.
Yep.
Let's see here. The plants look amazing right now.
I know. Sam does such a great job with the plants.
All of my plants, I mean, who am I kidding? They're not my plants. They're my wife's plants, and she takes care of them. All of my plants would be dead.
Yeah.
But
I have air plants in my office at home because they literally only need air. You just put them in water every 7 days or so, and for like 15 minutes, and then you put them back in their little air plant holders.
I just buy fake
and they
plants.
Don't die.
I just buy fake plants from TJ Maxx.
Right. Well, I have some fake plants too, but they look very real.
Sam thought my fake plant was real. And during the pandemic, she had like checked in on the office and was like, Dan's plant is doing really well.
Oh,
and I was like, yeah, it's because it's fake.
Right. Well, that's a good fake plant though that tricks people.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome everyone. We're just getting started here on episode 6 of The Gauge. Welcome to this.
Thanks for joining us.
Lovely today. Wednesday.
This lovely Wednesday, March 22nd.
Yep. How was your St. Patty's?
It was good. It was good. I was on vacation last week, and that was actually when I got back. So yeah, and then I got a stomach bug. So that was no fun. We don't have to talk about that. But no, it was good. How was yours?
It was good. I mean, my wife and I really take St. Patty's pretty serious.
It's a serious holiday.
It's a serious holiday. No, we had a good time. We just kind of went out a little bit, met some new people, and yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah, not pretty chill. All right, well, we got some people in here, so I think let's go ahead and what we usually start off with is our icebreaker, and I think Carla is going to take it away this time with our icebreaker question.
I'm so excited. Okay, so first of all, shout out to Brian, who is one of our engineers in Mexico, for asking this question that we thought was a joke. And it wasn't. So does a quesadilla have to have cheese?
Does a quesadilla, I mean, it has to, right? Like,
apparently this is a hot debate. And this question was thrown out there by someone in Mexico.
Mexico City. Apparently vendors in Mexico City are making quesadillas with no cheese. And I don't think that's considered a quesadilla anymore,
I think that's
right?
a crime. All right, so I just did a little research because, everyone in the company had felt a way about this.
Right.
And they were like, are you kidding? And of course, I immediately was like, of course it has cheese. What are you talking about? So, but, so by definition, I just went to the Google, and it's a tortilla folded over a filling of shredded cheese and sometimes vegetables or meat cooked on a griddle or the like.
Because isn't it just a fajita if doesn't have cheese?
Well, or is it, it's a tortilla folded over a filling of shredded cheese. Like, it doesn't even have to have the vegetables or the meat. Like, it is right. A quesadilla has cheese.
What do you all think? Let us know in the comments here. Does a quesadilla have to have cheese?
My quesadillas have to have cheese.
Well, mine do too.
Everyone's should.
let us know in the comments if you what you think about this hot take. If you have strong
feelings about this as well, because clearly we do. Okay, so moving on to HomeGauge news and events. It's a kind of not a whole lot to talk about this week. So since our last episode, Chelsea from Web and Aiden from our support team attended NCLEA, which is the North Carolina Licensed Home Inspectors Association, and they connected with lots of inspectors there and had a great time. I think I can speak for everyone who's been to shows recently. We have so enjoyed returning to in-person events and connecting with people that we haven't seen in for so long.
Putting faces to names.
And just human being interactions instead of, emails and phone calls. It's something that we've certainly missed because we've always been, real close with our inspectors and enjoyed connecting with them, throughout the years at multiple events. So we have some other events on the horizon that I'm not allowed to talk about yet.
Yeah, it's only March, so
it's only March.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of other events going on this year, and I mean we got the in-person training that's sold out.
We have the in-person training that is sold out, and that is going to be really, really cool. In fact, I think we were even talking about possibly that week doing the gauge. So that it's happening during that. Maybe we can have an inspector guest
That'd be
join
cool.
us.
Do like a live from the inspector training.
Right.
Yeah,
and we
cool.
can make them think it's a prize. So we'll have a drawing, and the prize will be you get to join us on the gauge, and then they'll be excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds great.
Great plan.
So anyway, stay tuned, for more from us for news and updates in future episodes. And of course, always we'll also share stuff on social media per usual.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're interested in any current HomeGauge specials, you can check the link in our bio. We do have some sales going on right now. If you're looking to, get...
Uh-oh.
Okay,
we're back.
We're back. There was just a little notification. So bringing us now.
Yeah. So there is a really quick, handy link in our bio that you can definitely click on to see what specials is going on with HomeGauge and what we have for our current offerings.
Yep.
So for anyone that's new to these live episodes of The Gauge, welcome. We typically will cover like a topic usually, but at any point in time, if you have any kind of questions that you're curious about, go ahead and drop those questions into the chat here, and I'll keep an eye on it here on my iPad. And then, of course, we're looking at the phone as well.
We're looking at the phone. It's better when he looks at it because I get very distracted when I'm talking and I am also reading someone's question.
So if anyone
please ask.
Yeah. So if you have any questions at all, that's what we're here for, and that's what we're doing.
That's why we're doing this.
What we're doing. So, but yeah, we do have a topic for tonight.
Our topic for tonight is, well, first of all, so Monday the 20th was the first day of spring. So I think probably most people are pretty excited about that. I know I certainly am.
Although, did you see all the snow in California?
I mean, I don't even know what's going on in California. I don't.
They got snow that is up past the chairlifts on the ski resorts.
I know.
It's insane.
I know.
So I don't think it's quite spring in those mountain areas.
I don't think it is either. I mean, it's, but we're headed in the right direction, folks, as far as spring goes. So anyway, we thought that a good focus for today would be spring clean your business. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like confetti.
Right, like some confetti, right?
Yeah, so spring cleaning, spring clean your business. It's now's the time.
Now's the time. So there's really no time like the present to work on your business before you're too busy to do it. And as we know, we'll begin entering the busy times for inspections. So now is a great time to do all the things so that your website, your software, everything is just ready to go, and you're not trying to, deal with updates and cleanups when you're busy inspecting homes.
Yeah.
And making
you don't
money.
want to have to worry about all of that stuff that you can just get done. Just get it done and over with right now before you just don't have any time to think about it. And so, some of those examples that we have that you could do.
Now it's a great time to do a backup of your computer before the busy season starts. If you upload your reports, you're already covered. Don't need to worry about that. It's a wonderful time to tidy up your website. This includes making sure all of your contact information is accurate and up to date. Also, is your sample report current? If it's not, update it. If you don't have a sample report, it's a pretty good idea to add a sample report when visitors are on your website and they want to see, what it is that they're scheduling, what it is that they're buying.
Right.
A sample report is a super great selling tool that you can add to your website that will, show your customers exactly what it is that they'll get and what to expect from the inspection.
And it's always good to update that, because you might be inspecting one way a couple years ago, and you might be doing different things for your reports today. So it's always good to have that updated on your site. And then going back to what Carla was saying, is like backing up your computer before the busy season. Every spring I also do the same thing with my computer. I make sure that everything's backed up onto either externals or to the cloud. And what we were saying, like, if you upload your reports, then you don't have to worry about it because it's already, uploaded to the cloud. So that takes care of that step for you.
Yep. All right, so those are just kind of the maybe not so much fun stuff, but the fun stuff is making sure that you have, I'm going to say it, the right tools in your shed. The right your
tools,
website.
the right tools in your toolbox.
But do you have the right tools for your customers on your website? And the reason that that's important is because users absolutely expect a certain experience when they visit your site. So if they're shopping for a home inspector, they want, first of all, most people don't want to use the phone, right? They want to use a contact form. They want to be able to see what you do at a quick glance and see the everything, the services that you offer, and to see about you. It all kind of starts spilling into other things.
Right.
If you do have on your website, you should have an about page. If you don't have an image of yourself, you should add one. It is really, really important for people to see who it is that they're doing business with. They want to know. So if you don't have a picture of yourself and it's just a generic, Exo Inspections has been in business for however long and hire me, there's not a whole lot of information there.
People love to be able to do business with other people, you know, and so they want to see someone that they can connect with, someone that they can see. And that's also one of the reasons, why we're doing the gauge too, so you guys can see our faces as well. And as we bring on other employees from the company onto the show as well. So it's just kind of the same thing, making sure that...
It's that human connection.
Exactly.
So, certainly make sure... So, again, going back to the customer experience when they arrive on your site, they want to be able to easily see what services you offer, who you are, how to contact you, for that to hopefully be a contact form or the ability to text them or something. I know that a lot of people prefer phone calls. Most people don't want to make phone calls. They would much rather submit a contact form or schedule an appointment online. So I'm moving into the next one. So as far as the tools that people want, they want to be able to do everything that they can from your website. It's considered, basically it's your digital storefront and the portal. Online scheduling. They want to be able to schedule an appointment to book an inspection from your website. Online agreements. How cool if they can also sign the inspection agreement online. They don't have to deal with anything else. Be able to log into their website log in from your website to view their inspection report.
Right.
So for users, it's really important that they have their own account with access, so pretty much anywhere you go online, if you're signing up for a service, they're going to ask for your username and your password. And that basically gives you the keys to the portal to access whatever information you're going to do when you're doing business with those people. So they absolutely, when your website is that portal, not only does that help the users and the visitors that arrive on your site, it also is going to help you as far as SEO is concerned, because it is driving traffic to your site. So every time that a user is going back to your website, that's counted as a visit. So it benefits them because they get everything that they need in one place and it's easy. They just bookmark your site and they can go there to do everything that they need, from contacting you to scheduling an inspection to signing their agreements online to the report login and also online payments. So
yeah, there's a lot of different ways to be able to keep sending the customer to the website, so enable, to get those visits. So yeah, there's just a lot of different things that they can do. So
right, and another thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna stay focused. Sometimes I don't always stay focused, which is why I have my notes here. So we covered online scheduling, agreements, report login, and online payments. And we did have a question come in to our ask@homegauge.com. So for those of you who are just joining us, you can email us questions to ask@homegauge.com, and we'll try to answer those when we can live on the show.
Yep.
So this is a perfect time to answer a question that came in to ask@homegauge.com. So an inspector, Jeff, let us know that he already handles his own payments and wanted to know how expensive the rates were. And that would be for HomeGauge payments. So the rates for HomeGauge payments are very competitive. There are no hidden fees, and what you see is what you get. So plus you have the option, if you'd like, to enable surcharges. So those fees are passed on to your customers. There's really, anyone from our support team can help. You can find out more information on this at homegauge.com/one spelled out.
Right.
ONE/payments. So you can get more information there. But I thought that was a good time to bring it up since we were talking about the tools that you needed when you are spring cleaning your business.
Yeah, with HomeGauge payments, real quick, like we said, we there's no hidden fees for it. What you see on the website, if you go to that link that Carla shared, you go to there, it'll post, has all of the different rates and the different charges and everything. You can see for yourself what we have. I know I've had a lot of different e-commerce businesses that I've helped with, and whether they're trying to use Stripe or PayPal or one of the million other ones there, I always get comments of oh, I didn't know that they were going to charge this amount, or I didn't know that they were going to charge this fee and that fee. I get it. I don't know how to answer for PayPal and Square and Stripe and everything, but with HomeGauge payments, we definitely have everything right there on the website, so you can clearly see what is what for the rates.
Yeah, definitely worth looking into. So obviously, if you're a HomeGauge user, hopefully you're using these tools. If you're not, you can find out more about them. And if you have a website with us, will certainly help you get this stuff set up, because it is very, very important.
Right.
And if you don't have a website with us, it's still great information, and you should provide a way for your customers to schedule online, sign agreements online, log in for their reports, and also make payments.
Yeah, I mean those are all very key things to have on a site, and on an inspector's website.
Yep. So those are the most important tools that we kind of decided to talk about for this episode. I mean, it's the bones of your business, obviously.
Right. Yeah. There's so much more that you can put on your site, of course.
Right.
But those are definitely the biggest things that you're gonna want.
Especially as you get busier and begin booking inspections. Those are the ones that are going to be most important to, first of all, retain the visitor once they arrive on your website, and then also convert them into someone who actually books you for an inspection, because you've made it easy for them to do that by providing all the tools that they need.
Right.
So off-site spring cleaning for your business. This is a great time right now to, first of all, set up a Google business listing if you have not already done so. And you should, because
we will tell you all about the Google business listings pretty much every single episode, because it is definitely an important thing to do.
Yes.
So
since it is the most important listing, you'll want to start with the information that you've entered there. So if it's Best Inspection Company at 20 Main Street, and street is spelled out, and then your city and your zip code, every other directory showing your business online should match that information precisely.
Yeah.
So this is updating your online citations. That is a great thing to do right now. The reason that this is important, so the citation is the listing of your business online. So this would be where your business appears in a directory like HomeAdvisor or Yelp or Angie, anywhere that, if you Google your business and you find that it's listed on some other site, first of all, claim the listing if you haven't. And secondly, update it to show exactly what shows on your Google business listing. The reason this consistency is important is because it shows Google that it likely really is the same person that is filling out this information, and it's not just this willy-nilly listings everywhere. So it's very important. There are tools out there too. You can Google, look for my site online, but there are tools that you can use that will show you everywhere that your business appears. And then you can go to those sites. I think one of them is, Moz Local is a great one. You can go there, enter your business name. It will spit out a list of everywhere that you appear. And you can go to each one of those sites and either update or claim and update that information. Make it match your Google business listing, and that is going to reinforce the strength of that listing. And the Google business listing, obviously, is the most important listing you can ever have in your life.
Yeah, and I think, and even to take it even a step forward, is making sure that all of those profile images all match, right? Whether if that is your logo, or if it's your face, or your I know truck wraps are really a popular thing. Vehicle wraps.
Graphics.
So whatever image that you're using for your profile picture for HomeAdvisor or Yelp or Google, just making sure that those all match as well. I know a lot of people might not know that you can actually set a main image for your Google listing as well. Google will automatically, when you first create your listing, it will just kind of pull whatever random photo that you upload, but you can actually set a default photo for your listing as well.
Right.
So that's just another kind of thing I like to say is making sure that those images are updated and all the same as well. So, you know, if you've updated your logo in the past couple months or this like new year, you know, making
or
sure
5 years and haven't touched some of these other listings in that long.
Yeah, just making sure that's, you know, that's updated as well. You know,
it's just tidying up your online trail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically.
You know, if it's been a while since you've gotten a new headshot done, go ahead and, you know, hire a photographer or hire somebody or take a new headshot and get that uploaded as well. And because I know I've been updating a lot of websites lately where new guys have sent in new headshots. So that's just another thing to think about. You know, if there's a photo of you when you first started home inspections, you know, and, you know, maybe it's been a little while. Like
maybe it's been 20 years.
It's a good time to, you know, it's a good time to get some new headshots taken and updating all of those different profiles. And then, of course, updating your about page as well.
Yes, definitely. So definitely if you've updated your logo or launched a new website and maybe you're using images from that website to, you know, help brand your other pages or whatever.
Right.
Just make sure that all of it is consistent. What you want for your customers or anyone who's looking. So they land on your site, you have all the tools they need, then they're looking at reviews and where you are. Then if they click on a handful of those, it's going to be consistent. So what they arrive on will have the same image of you and the same logo, and it's going to be like, okay, this person's on top of things.
Yeah.
I bet they spring cleaned.
But they did some spring cleaning.
I bet they did some spring cleaning. If you don't have a logo, good time to mention. If you don't have a logo, give us a call. We do design logos for inspectors, and that's whether you have a website with us or not.
Yeah.
And we really love logo design too.
Yeah, I like it. I
love it.
Yeah.
Not that we have a competition going.
My logo gets picked every now and then.
Well, Dan and I design the logos here, so we love designing logos, and it's not a competition.
I just designed a logo for a spicy peanut butter company. That was a lot of fun for a school project.
Right.
But
oh yeah, Dan's in school. He's a little tired.
Yeah, I am. It's true.
It's true.
But yeah, we love designing logos and doing different kind of graphic design work. So when we're not just like coding and building all like the websites and everything, so we definitely look forward to that. I'm gonna go back real quick in time on here, just to read some of these comments here.
Okay.
We got a comment that says, "I appreciate that HomeGauge backs up our business websites."
Yeah.
Absolutely. We back up sites, you know, all the time, like weekly, right? Is what we're doing right now. Something like that. Yeah.
I think it's more than that.
More than that.
It's daily.
Daily,
backups.
yeah, daily backups. You know,
it's hourly. No. Every minute.
Every minute of every second. But no, I mean, we do that of course, to protect you, and you know, also, you know, websites break. They do. So we have to restore from a backup, you know, that gets you back up and online just like that, you know, so.
Usually it's a plugin that causes a website to break. Who knows? There can be a number of things, but yes, things happen. It's technology, so.
Technology.
Another
comment, I've been using HomeGauge payment for 4 months. Love the integration with the web portal. SoForce payment with report access. Pay a little more than Square, but find it worth less stress and time.
Awesome.
So that's good to know.
That is
that's
good
awesome.
to know.
And then like we were saying, Moz Local is one of the tools to use for finding all of your different profiles online.
Right.
So you can be able to change that information.
Yes, and that's a free tool.
Yeah.
So definitely use it. That's MOZ Local.
Yep. Yeah, and they offer a lot of other tools too.
Yeah, they do. They have a ton of great
If you're
tools.
in there and you get curious on what all the other tools in there, they have a lot.
Right, but if you give Moz Local citations a quick Google, then you'll find the page that you need.
And then we do have one question that came in is speaking about logos, what are your thoughts regarding structured data?
It is necessary. Those are our thoughts. So structured data or schema is what helps organize your page's content and makes the information easier for Google and the search engines to understand. It can absolutely set your site apart from a competitor. So if you have schema and structured data on your website, it will give you an edge over the inspector next door who doesn't have it.
Right.
It's not something that so for us with SEO, we do schema for our folks who are in SEO, and you can't see anything on the front end. It's not anything that your site won't look any different. But on the back end, we have created that information that will help the search engines better crawl, map, and understand your site.
Right.
So it's essential. Those are our thoughts. HomeGauge.
So we are at 6:31. Like all of these episodes, we try to keep them pretty much straight and to the point. We don't try to go on for hours and hours at a time, mainly because I gotta get some sleep eventually.
Well, and because we also get thirsty.
Yeah, and very hungry.
And hungry.
For quesadillas with cheese.
Right. For quesadillas with cheese.
Quesadillas with cheese. I know we got some closing thoughts, but I'm just opening it up. If there's any other questions, let us know in the comments before we close on out of this episode 6 here. Basically, like I said, we're trying to keep this going. Doing the gauge every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
And so.
All right, well, yeah. I'm going to, so on that note, we have received feedback via the Ask at HomeGauge, which we also get some feedback from, but we've heard from other folks too that 6 o'clock is not really ideal. The reason that we chose 6 initially, 6 p.m. Eastern time, was because we were hearing that during the day wasn't ideal because of inspections. And so we know that, we're not, some time is going to be better for other people than another time.
Yeah, I mean, because we're trying to reach all time zones,
right?
So it's not we can't make everyone happy, of course, but.
Right. So what has been thrown out there and what we've heard most consistently is that sometime around lunchtime would be good, like between 11 and 1. I guess that depends on when you eat lunch. Like I eat lunch at 11.
I eat lunch at like 2.
Right? So it's all relative, but we've heard like 11 to 1 based on, the feedback that we've gotten from people would be a good time. So keep an eye out. We'll keep you posted, but I think we might shoot for a 12 or 12:30 the gauge.
Yeah.
And we're also going to, just stay tuned to our social channels for updates, but we'll keep you posted. And again, if you have, the Ask at HomeGauge, you can ask questions. If you have comments, if you have feedback, certainly you can send it all there. It comes to me and Dan. We're the ones who get it. And then we kind of filter through it as we're developing the episode and incorporate some of the stuff that we're talking about as, from questions or feedback that we've received. So anyway, based on that, we're going to look at possibly exploring some different times to see, what works best for everyone, because we certainly want this to be useful and helpful. Even, we have fun doing it, but it's for you, not us.
Yeah, and so, for anyone that follows our Instagram and also our TikTok, HomeGauge Web Services, I've been splitting up all the full episodes into smaller clips to repost on Instagram. If you follow us, I'm sure you've seen those clips. But now we are also providing and uploading the full episode to our YouTube channel.
Based on feedback from you guys.
So you can be able to rewatch the entire episode in its entirety.
As many times as you want.
As many times as you want on the HomeGauge YouTube. You just type in HomeGauge YouTube and it comes up on there. I think that you might have to click to like the playlist and it shows up the gauge. I was looking at it earlier, and we have a playlist called The Gauge. Just click in there, and you'll see all of our current episodes. So there's 5 in there now, and then this full episode will be in there as soon as I edit.
Yes. Right. Okay.
So I think that pretty much does it. So yeah. Cool. Get your clicky.
Okay. Even though you tighten the screw. All right. Okay, thanks, guys. That was really fun. So.
Bye.
Bye.